From the vibrant OPM pop era to television to live stages around the world. To everyone who danced with me then and to those just discovering my journey now, get ready because the best is yet to come. It's Tootsie 2.0.
Hey guys, it's Adrian Pangilinan, and welcome back to another episode of Soul Supremacy, where we talk about all things unapologetic, all things passion and in pursuit of, and well, speechless a bit. So today's guest is someone whose voice became the soundtrack to so many Filipino lives, to an entire generation. She's the OPM diva. But today's conversation isn't just about the music. It's about courage, reinvention, confidence, and finding your way back to yourself. She's an iconic singer, actress, entrepreneur, wife, mother, and now she's entering an exciting new chapter with Tootsie 2.0 and Nurse Dead. Please welcome the one and only Tootsie Guevara. Hi
Wow.
ate, how are you?
Hey.
Ay, si Zenny pala.
Sean. Touch
Si,
na
si,
touch
si Zenny
ako.
pala po. Si Zenny pala po. How you doing, Zenny?
Well, wala naman. Alam mo ang word natin, palaging beautiful. Diba?
Opo. I actually just want to share a little bit of how we met. So I had the loving opportunity and also a little bit scared, to be honest, of getting to work with Tootsie, Nurse the Dead, as your wardrobe supervisor. I just want to share that, from the get-go, she was sweet, she was herself. Honestly, she made my job easy, because again, I take great pride in doing the job myself, but I dressed the whole show and try not to be too starstruck.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual. Ang galing mo multitask. You're like small but mighty. Like you're
Salamat
petite
po,
but
salamat.
mighty. Oh, you're
Yes,
very positive. It was a great positive working with you experience. I love it. Saka you always have a
salamat.
smile on the face. As an actor, ka nasa set ka, it can be very stressful kasi you have to focus on your craft. But it does help when you have great prod team like you na lagi nakangiti, 'di ba? It does help. Work environment, 'di ba ang tawag do'n? So keep it up.
Okay. Is this your first, ano po, have you done any other interviews, like full interviews like this for 2.0? Or is this one of your first ones?
You are actually the very first one, the full length. I know.
Just kidding!
I think you're not to sound baka magselos yung iba. I think timing wise kasi ang sumakto sa schedule actually to be perfectly transparent. There are a lot of PR
Yes.
publicists wanting to schedule, the podcast and whatnot. But you're the first one. Iba is intending. Naging busy kasi tayo sa promo, di ba?
Yes,
I have
opo.
It was like back to back from June 5, 6, parang, oh my God, walang
Yes, San
tulugan, di
Diego,
ba?
balik sa LA sayaw, tapos yes, yes.
Exactly. Nag-flash mob pa tayo. Alam mo naman tayo may day job, family pa.
Wow, pressure but no pressure. But again, thank you so much for coming on the show for your first exclusive interview on Soul Supremacy. Okay, so the show is gonna have three acts. So the first act will be Tootsie the Dreamer. So you already answered my first question about this being your first exclusive interview as Tootsie 2.0. So my second question for you is we're gonna go straight to Before the Fame. Let's go all the way back before the music, before the fame. Who was little Tootsie? What kind of a child were you? What was home like? And what did you dream of becoming before you became the person you are today?
I'm glad you asked that question. No one, I don't think, has ever asked that in depth, and I've been waiting for it. Tootsie was a child. I was born and raised in the Philippines. My life was so somewhat boring. It's simple, humble beginnings. I came from a very modest and conservative family, extremely like religious, like Bible studies and whatnot, Roman Catholic, all the way from infancy all the way to college. So lahat ng saint pinasukan ko. So Saint Teresa, Saint Scholastica, Saint Paul, that was my college. So, family of six kami. I have six kami total magkakapatid. And my dad was the only breadwinner of the family. So out of the six, the four were already here in the US. So to our left, which is me and my youngest sister. So I came to the point I still remember up to this day, my mom was very resourceful because going to private school in the Philippines is very expensive. Kailangan may pera ka, 'di ba, every quarter. Masyadong magasto. Yan ang daddy
Opo.
ko. Kasi siya lang ang nagwo-work. Regardless of his career, mataas ang posisyon niya, executive vice president siya, hindi kasya kasi pinapaaral pa niya yung, think about that.
Yeah.
So, the reason why I'm emphasizing and sharing this story, I grew up, my childhood was very tough, was very serious. Tough and serious and challenging. At a young age, wala pa akong alam sa mundo. I don't recall, never had a childhood. Hindi ako naglaro. I may have friends, but it always changes every 4 years at the beginning. Why? Kasi when I was born, we moved to Iloilo from Manila, then 4 years. Then from 4 years old to 8 years old, we moved to Cebu. So I was speaking three dialects all at the same time, Tagalog, Ilonggo, and Cebuano. So I was very
Ah,
fluent. And then at the age of turning 9, my parents and my youngest sister, we all moved back to Manila because my dad's job at that time, he was a regional. So he kept traveling before he reached the executive vice president position. So the caveat to that is there's pros and cons, right? The pros
mm,
are that's why as an adult I'm able to adapt in any situation because at a very young age I was always moving, I was never
that
in one
makes
place, right?
makes
For
sense.
2 days. Exactly. So then when finally 9 years old, all the way to adulthood back to Manila, my mom knew that the income wasn't enough to provide for the entire family. So my mom was so resourceful because she saw the potential in me in singing, dancing, lahat na. So lahat ng classes pinasukan ko, piano, voice. I actually started somewhat pop uh theater and
Yes.
classical singer. Kaawitan kita. So then, fast forward, I knew at the age of 11, that's when it hit my brain. Kainta. My mom was counting, I remember, 80,000 pesos.
I
She
I
was
love
counting,
I love this.
right? And she was counting 80,000 pesos. Think about that at
Dami.
11 years old, 1990 or 1991. Oh, ito 25,000 pesos for your tuition fee sa Saints ko. Itong other 25 tuition fee ng sister mo. And then the remaining i-deposit ko sa time deposit mo sa bangko. At yung natira pang bills, utilities. The age of 11, sabi ko sa sarili ko, wow, 80,000 pesos? Ang laking pera nun. Then I thought my dad was sending me to school. So that was my first awakening. It made me realize two things. That wow, I'm proud of myself. I'm contributing to the family at a very young age, you know. And
Yes.
second, the second part is I was a little shocked. Now I was trying to wrap how can an 11-year-old a child be able to support
Be
a family, right? So
becoming a breadwinner. Yeah.
I was the breadwinner. So
Yeah.
the reason why I shared that, the answer to my childhood was I never had a childhood. So the repercussions to that as I grew and mature, it was very difficult kasi actually I felt na I was a little socially awkward because again, I moved a lot. I moved from infancy to Iloilo to Cebu to Manila, and then my life revolves. My mom, the maid, would wake me up like 5:30, and then around 6, between 6 to 6:30, dapat nasa gate na kami dahil magji-jeep, magbubus to get to 7:30 ng flag ceremony sa school. Kakanta ako ng
Yeah.
Bayang Magiliw. Hihintayin ako ng ng Saint Teresas. Mani kaloka. Tapos pagdating ko do'n basa pa buhok, pasok sa eskuwela, and yung pagpatak ng 3 bago mag 3 o'clock. So anyway, na pag-eskuwela, mamadali, darating yung van ko, dadalhin ako sa GMA, Broadway Centrum, where that entertainment was. Live show,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everyday yun, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So, and then after nung live show, that's entertainment. And then habang nag-iintay ako, may dance rehearsal kami. I was with the
Yes.
books. Kung may taping, in between breaks, my colleagues, the other actors, sikisalimuha sila. Ako, no time. Kasi working student ako. Dahil may pasok ako bukas. So what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say is, I know it was a long like story, but I have to share.
No, no, no. I'm really glad.
Yeah, I had no childhood. I was trying to
Yes.
balance at a young age. That's very young age. Wala akong
Yeah.
work-life balance. There's really no balance because papasok ka and then
Yeah.
pag uwi mo, hindi ako uuwi diretso kasi I have shows. May trabaho ako. Kung hindi ako magtatrabaho,
Yes.
wala kami kakainin bukas. Wala akong tuition fee next month. So that was very
Wow.
stressful. At the young age, I was already built like psychologically, emotionally, spiritually,
To
and
survive.
physically to survive.
Ate. I'm curious because again, like what I was telling you, I dug to YouTube University for your interviews, and I feel like I've never heard of this story before, or at least I feel like a lot of the interviews immediately started po kapag nung sa GMA. Like anytime people would ask you about your beginnings, parang nagsimula agad when you did the That's Entertainment, but not the prequel. So thank you for sharing and helping debunk that. We want to tell your story and we want people to know like talagang your real and your true journey. And you might have answered this already, pero po becoming a breadwinner. So clearly you became a breadwinner at such a young age, right? Um
Yes.
so again, yeah, how did that responsibility shape you and what sacrifices did people never get to see?
My childhood and my pathway before I got to where I am right now and the process was very, very difficult. And I do believe, ibalik man natin, I will still choose the right way. Kasi what I've realized now that I'm much more mature, nothing in life, if you want something that is quality, if you want something that has a strong foundation, and you want to do things right, you really have to be patient and go through the process. Kasi nothing in life is microwavable. Now, if you want a microwavable everything, di ba, pag microwave, gusto mo, gutom na gutom ka na, ipapasok mo sa.
It's often unhealthy, di ba?
It's not healthy. See, you nailed it.
Yes.
And magulo and chaotic, and then you're not going anywhere. It's like you're a rat going around in circles because you haven't really built a foundation. So in answer to your question, what my childhood and my challenges, it's a lot of pains during teenage years and young adult. I had so many pains and disappointment. And because of those life experiences, it taught me a lot of valuable things, such as number one is to be grateful, even though you're not having a good day. Number
Yeah.
two, humility. Humility, I notice, is often forgotten. The higher you go, what I've learned, the humbler you should be. The higher you go, the
Yeah.
humbler you should be. Number three, always do the right thing. It's very hard because it's easier for human beings to do the shortcut. So you can see I have learned a lot in those. What I'm trying to say, I turned all my pain into power. That's how I channeled in. So my life right now, from where I came from, a lot of
Wow.
people don't ask or don't think or don't want to look at the angle. How did she get there? Usually human behavior, we want to look at the finished product. But they often forget, paano niya narating yun? How did she do it? It's not overnight. So again,
Yeah.
with that, to answer to your question, my painful and my struggles during childhood, being bullied, that's one of the struggles. As a breadwinner of the family, my parents wanted the best education for me. But my dad couldn't give kasi hindi kasya yung sweldo. So I rose above through my mom. She saw the potential in me. Ako nagbabayad ng tuition fee. At St. Paul, my classmates, I look at them, they were all wealthy. In my
Yeah.
eyes, what does that mean? Gigising sila, di ba? They don't have to worry about, naku, may tuition fee ba ako next month? Di ba, makakapasok ba ako sa school next month? Kasi may driver sila na hindi naman sila nagbabayad, their parents. So what I'm trying to say, everything is provided for. But I was different, I was unique. If I didn't work,
Yes.
I cannot go to school. To the fact na, alam mo, napatawag ako sa principal's office ng sister, madre kasi ang dean ng St. Paul, with the school lawyer and my parents. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, why am I getting called? Anong ginawa ko? Like, I'm like a saint as a
No.
student, you know?
Sisig.
So you know what I was called because a few parents, a few moms complained. Sabi daw, why is this Emma Therese Pinga, that's my ligan, why is this Emma Therese aka Tutsi is being allowed to perform on TV, on stage? Kasi sumisikat ako nun eh. And then the response of the dean and the school lawyer was, well, it's in something like to this effect. Like, it's interesting how you guys want to paint a picture against the student and you want to ostracize her. Basically, gusto nila ma-kick out ako because your daughter couldn't
Yeah.
join. Sagot nung dean sa abogado, well, this Emma that you're trying to kick out sa school, not only she's all straight A's, and we all knew that she's a singer. And because the parents told us, and do you know that she pays for her own tuition fee? If she doesn't work, she can come to St. Paul. So we had an agreement. But so far, comparing to your daughters and her, she's not only straight A, she doesn't have bad behavior at all. And she uses the school policy, perfect the uniform ko. Kasi ang St. Paul, very strict. Yung
Yeah.
skirt mo kailangan 2 inches below, 'di ba? Yung eskwelahan, yung school shoes mo hindi pwedeng more than 2 inches high heel. My mom taught me type A, you know. So again, going back, those things, the bullying, the challenges, the barriers, the animosity, the chaos, that was my childhood in a nutshell. The meron pa diyang samahan mo pa ng abuse, indecent proposals, 'di ba? Normal 'yan, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Um, in a nutshell, that taught me to be a fighter, a survivor, and to be tough in life, you know? So that's why I think that's why I like America. Kasi here, it's land of the free. Kahit anong trabaho mo dito, basta masipag ka lang. Or you can achieve anything. You can buy anything. So I hope I answered your question. Ang haba ng
You
explanation.
did. No, no, I love it. I just means that they feel really comfortable to have the space to share. And you know too, like I mean, this is a lot of these things are, I think a lot of our viewers, I think might be their first time hearing this. So please share away. My next question is before we go to act two. This is beautiful by the way. So if little Tootsie met the woman that is, standing with us today or sitting down, kumbaga, would she recognize what do you think she'd be most
She'll be most proud of that she didn't give up. If people only knew the holes, yung pinagdaanan kong butas, they're m looking at right and left and now they're much older, marami talagang magku-quit or they would go sideways. Meaning they will go into addiction, like
yeah, they go
whether
crazy.
it's illegal drugs or alcoholism. But I think the most that I am proud of, first of all, I think is my faith and my trust in God. Kasi I'm not religious, but I do believe as I age, I'm now becoming more spiritual. Kasi when you try to ask, like, what are the whys? Why is like that? How? When? Where? There's really a higher purpose. So what I'm trying to say is, I do believe with those challenges from infancy all the way to adulthood is lahat tayo dito sa mundo talaga pinanganak ng may purpose. Lahat tayo merong gifts. If only people would open that kind of mindset that you do have many gifts. You were born with a purpose. So our job is to actually just find the gift or find the gifts that was brought upon you and utilize it for the purpose of creating something good, right? Dapat lahat good, lahat positive. We give it back to the creator. Kasi if that's
The
for me, that's
output.
my personal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No matter what the input, 'di ba? Input po negative. I believe and I super agree with you na kahit ano po, yeah, as much as possible, as much as we humanly or divinely can, always choose the good output.
And it just dawned on me, your previous question before this, I think you asked something like what I wanted to be, like what was my childhood. Alam mo, before, I
Yes.
wanted to become a doctor. I wanted to become a doctor. The first that came to mind is psychologist. My mom discouraged me. Two things. Sabi niya, wala tayong pera. mahal ang tuition fee. Pangalawa, sabi niya, maluloka. But that brings me back. That's probably why I'm in healthcare, 'di ba? That's why I'm in healthcare kasi
Yeah,
I think all along my
that makes a lot of
heart,
sense.
yeah, my heart is in the healthcare space kasi yung pala yung talagang interest ko. And I know that's my purpose. That's why, in hospital leadership, and that's why I was so excited na I got casted sa Nurse to Dead playing Zen.
Since 2020, my life fell apart. And I'll be honest, na someone that is spiritual, I think he had me go through what I went through to become more empathetic. Para hindi lang in theory, like, oh, how do I be a good person in theory kung I can't relate to half the things that I'm seeing kasi hindi ko pa napagdaan.
That's why I love you as a person.
At salamat din sa tulong niyo. I will shout that out. Salamat po. Salamat po.
Lang
Maraming salamat.
anuman.
Okay, so I actually wanna transition. Ay, ang bilis naman. Nasa act 2 na tayo. Nasa halfway point na tayo ng episode. So I will call this act 2 from kaba to confidence, leaving everything behind. So again, this is from all my research. Talagang pinagsama-sama ko, mix up ko, and also trying to like come up with a different angle that maybe hasn't been asked before. So at the height of your career, you packed up your life, then moved to America. And I know you've shared that in I think that was a lot of your topics in the interviews, right?
Yes.
Looking back, how difficult was that decision? And what gave you the courage to begin again?
It was not actually a very difficult decision. I was determined. I think because I've been in the entertainment industry technically since I was 4 years old. I started paying taxes
Yes,
when I was 9. That's a long time. So technically, I've been in the industry for over 4 decades now, right? So for the
yes.
40 years. So I left because the last environment or organization I was in, I felt that my talent or capabilities during that time were not being maximized appropriately. Their direction was different.
I know.
And that direction I didn't like, unfortunately. So I was like, So for years, I was the breadwinner, still am. I studied, tapos ng pag-aaral. And then I'm gonna go to that direction. I told myself, teka
Ate,
muna.
yes. Would you feel comfortable debunking that? Because
Yeah.
that's one of my questions too. Does that have something to do with your sexy image? Is it something along
Yes.
those lines? Yeah.
Yeah. So the organization wanted me to go be more bold because my packaging at that time was the sultry from a teeny bopper, right? From a child actor, teeny bopper. I grew teenager, young woman. Ganun. May chismis doon. Si Daddy Wawi ang at that time yung cover ng album ko. Si Daddy Wawi dati ko naging manager. Alam, pinarupot niya ng tape sa ilalim ng harap ko. Ang sakit! Iangat mo para mukhang malaki.
Oh my
Sabi
gosh.
ko, ang sakit na. So, nung natapos yung sabi ko, Daddy, tanggalin na natin. Sabi ko, ready na ako. Ang sakit! Pag ganun-ganun yung tape ko nung
Parang
tinanggalan ako.
parang have you seen parang America's Next Top Model lang.
So, ayun, yun yung direction na yun na yun ang gusto niya.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kasi I graduated college, with may honor
Yes.
ako noon si Inday. Lahat ng
Yes.
yung family ko papunta na dito. So my dad said, "Okay, we're
Yeah.
all gonna go in 2004. Maiwan ka dyan because you have a career." So sabi ko, "No, I'll
Mm.
go with you." He was like, "Huh? Okay." Gulat. Pati yung mga kapatid ko dito na everyone was shocked. And at that time, my manager was Arnold Megafria. He's
I
like
think
of
I
ALV.
think I think the whole excuse me, I think the whole world was shocked. The whole industry, yeah.
That was it. But I've never ended it. I never really closed. Hindi ko pinaglakan. Sabi ko lang, "Diyan muna kayo." Mga pahinga. That was the story. So that's the reason why I left. I just didn't agree. So I think what's going on with me at a very young age, I've always been courageous. I have a little bravery. Kasi
Yes.
introvert naman talaga ako
Yes.
eh. I prefer to be
This is why I
quiet.
love you, ate. I see myself in you.
Thank you. Kailangan eh. Yan ang
Yes.
Pilipino. Yan ang ibig ko sabihin. Kaya saludo ko sa kaya nung tinanggap ko kaagad yung Nurse the Dead, it was also my personal way of giving back to the community and and making sure that Filipinos, it's time for the whole world to hear how talented we all are.
Yes.
Mapa-healthcare, mapa-entertainment, yon.
Kaya nga.
So,
Madaming
iba
medical shows
talaga.
na walang Pilipino. You know,
Yun na nga.
it's crazy.
And I hear in some podcasts or interviews ng ibang non-Filipino actors, Hollywood actors, sometimes they make other ethnicity look Filipino, 'di ba? But I'm like, why don't you just cast Filipino? Why?
Yes.
Bakit yun pa yung, anyway, you know what I mean. So I didn't agree at that time, but I've never closed the door. I just said, you know what? Maybe I'll come back when they have time for me, when they want my way, not their way.
Yeah, so before I hop on to my next question, and again, thank you so much. This is all of this is great. Yeah, I agree. It feels like you never left because like even up until now, like and which is gonna be part of my question later, but like you are definitely an icon, a cultural reset, like even like the Gen Zs. I think like, even like the future generations will continue to know you and your work. Especially sa mga bakla sa amin.
Of course.
Yes, which is what I want to ask you about in a second. But backtrack muna tayo from because I'm also a little curious about. So from what I found out from your interviews na nga now, what you confirmed, excuse me na, at the height of your career, it seemed like everything was going one direction, right? Like a certain direction, meaning your family leaving and America, this is America. It seemed like you just followed it. So starting from zero again, or so-called up. So you built a new life, a family, and a successful career outside of entertainment as a medical executive. And correct me if I'm wrong. What did starting over teach you that fame never could?
That there is more to life than just being in your own box inside a huge industry, which is entertainment industry. That's one thing I am glad I was willing to step out, figure it out, and see. Now looking back, we're only gonna live once in our life. So I actually feel I've lived multiple different lives, and that's great. Kasi I want to maximize my opportunity here on earth while I'm still around. So in going back, the learnings, the pains and the heartaches, the good, the bad, and the ugly that I've learned in entertainment, yung work ethic na natutunan ko dun, I applied to my Emma here. So I think what's going on for me is I was courageous and brave enough to, because I knew I was like, while I'm still young, let me reinvent
Yes.
myself. Let me see if I can use my other gifts. That's why again, going back kanina, sabi ko, we all have gifts. We're all been born here on earth with a gift equals to purpose. So I think I was channeling in and using my gut. I saw the stars are aligning. So maybe I took that as a sign from God. Baka gusto niya akong pumunta doon sa Amerika. Baka may purpose siya. So he is right. I'm very happy with my Emma. Hindi madali. Before I
Decision.
got to where I'm at, there was a lot of discrimination ba as Filipinos here or a woman of color. Parang, sino ba siya? And your bachelor's degree is not from the US. St. Paul lang po. It's St. Paul University, Philippines. What I'm trying to say, I put it in my heart and in my mind. In God, thing is impossible. Kung may purpose siya sa'yo, sa ayaw at sa gusto ng tao, wala tayong magagawa, right? Because that is really your purpose and destiny and blessed ka.
Yes.
That's why
Yes.
I know you didn't ask this. That's why I'm taking this opportunity sa mga nakikinig. Huwag kayong mainggit sa iba. Share positivity lang masabi ko love. Don't look at, lalo na ngayon, kaya ko nasasabi kasi yung younger generation, even our age, yung social media sometimes, they look right and left. They try to compare. They shouldn't. They should, when they're looking at it, they should be like, how did Adrian achieve that? Kasi mahirap. Like the way you ask question, what are the stories behind it? So, anyways, ayun lang, reinvention. I think at a young age, I call myself, I was always been a warrior, even up to now. Laban lang, fight for life.
I see, that's why talagang baklang bakla kayo kasi yung ano natin, yung slogan natin, laban-laban. Yes.
Ganun
Um,
talaga.
Ate, is it okay? I just want to ask a little bit about your family. I'm curious actually, like, was that one of your dreams to have your own family. How was that journey?
So that's actually half of the reason why I made a decision to leave Philippines. Alam mo, man sa pag-aano, siyempre merong mga naligaw, merong madaming nagparamdam, Diyos ko, mga politician.
May tinaka
Oo, lahat pati mga politician, affluent mga negosyante. Talagang masasabi mong well respected sila sa not just the industry but sa lipunan, But during my time, I don't know now, for whatever reason, yung mga matured na lalaki na may asawa na or kung separated hindi ako mapapakasala. Tapos let's go to the men that are single. I wasn't now it's time for society to know for whatever reason, kahit gaano kagwapo yung lalaki sa harap ko, kahit gaano ka-macho, kahit magubad pa, I am able to pass through that. Kasi ang akin
Yes.
okay, malaki tuloy yan, bakla na. Maganda ang katawan, gwapo,
Malaki! Ano to?
ang
Happy
bulsa.
Pride! It's still Pride Month. Malaki ang
Mga
pagmamahal.
bakla, pagmamahal. Pero 'pag ang tanong ko, papakasalan mo ba ako o naghahanap ka ng mapapangasawa? Masyado kasi ako seryoso sa buhay, Adrian. Ang hinahanap ko yung totoong pag-ibig ng dahil sa
Uy, ate may
Yun
segment ako mamaya na
Mother.
galing sa YouTube sa music video mo na nakakatawa, nakakaaliw. No, but
I
I
love
think what
it.
that's I mean, no,
Kasi
I mean, I
hopeless
think
romantic
to like,
talaga ako is what
ako
I'm
din.
I'm saying,
Yes.
That's why my
And
current
you have
husband is a keeper.
you have standards. That's what it
Standards.
is.
I do.
Wala, mga babae, mga lalaki, tayo lahat have standards. And
Tayo.
yes, may paninindigan, my value. I'm gonna out myself, you know what I mean? Like, I struggled like a lot of the things you're talking about. Minus politicians naman. Never, may chismis. As a Becky Lou in my 30s, I relate to that aspect of yung talagang talagang napulol ako. Yung talagang gusto lumapit sa yung mga ganung lalaki na to each their own, you know what I mean? No judgment. Really no judgment. But I just want to say I relate to that.
'Di ba? Naku, girl,
100%.
may
Ganda,
minahal
ang ganda,
talaga ako
feeling
nun.
ganda.
Oo, may minahal ako nun, ano siya, doktor siya. Hiwalay na sila niya ako kasi wala naman divorce. May dumating tuloy na bago, bachelor. Ayan, nagpakasal.
Yes.
Tapos nun after,
Wait.
sabi ko, I want to more. Continue to elevate.
Yes.
So ayun, what I'm saying is, I'm happily married.
Yes.
Actually, Italiano. May 2 kaming anak at saka may aso. Anak ko na rin.
What's your meet cute? Sorry, babaklaan na kita. This is my opportunity to kuha yung scoop. Ano yung meet cute story nyo? Paano kayo nagkakilala? I mean,
Alam mo,
I heard from one of your interviews na brother's best friend. But how did you guys meet?
Yeah. So, it's so funny kasi actually, meet na kami way before we were formally introduced. I was with my ex-husband. We were in
Nasa Pilipinas?
nakita ko lang.
Sa Pilipinas ba?
Hindi, dito.
Dito.
So, when me and my current husband lived together, nakita ko sa baol, sabi ko, this was me and my ex-husband. It was the reason why my brother and my husband were friends since they were middle school. They went to high school together. So all their high school all the way to adulthood, kada sila, So years ago, I became single, and then siya single all his life. I've never been married. And then one night, every other weekend, nagbabanding kami ng kuya ko, kami. So, yun, one Saturday, all my brother's friends stood him up. Talagang dumating. Almost midnight. Lasing na ako. Sabi ko sa kapatid ko,
I love it. One
Oo.
Saturday, at talagang alala
Exact.
nyo.
sabi ko, "Wag ka lalapit sa akin, kuya, kasi 2 weekends ago yung ex-wife yung barkada ng ex-wife niya nakita kami sa LA Live. Napagkamalan dinidate ako ng kuya ko, sabi, "Yeah, there's this hot Asian." Hot daw, baklang-bakla. Parang,
Asian, hindi lang
that's my
si
sister.
baklang kapatid.
So sabi ko sa kuya ko, "Naku kuya, 'pag nasa bar tayo, baka may lalaki akala boyfriend at 'pag may girl baka type siya, akala girlfriend ako." Girl, sabi ko, "You stay there." Kaya yung waitress, Catherine, sabi ko, "Girl, he's my brother." Sabi ko. So yun, ganun
Okay.
nung umpisa. Sabi niya, Ay, ang ganda naman ni bakla. Yun nga
My God.
pinag-usapan namin. At sabi niya, yeah. Sabi niya, I thought it was the other sister that's older, panganay. Sabi niya, but at that time, she was in her 50s, yung mga anak niya. Why would she go to a bar? Oh, I forgot. Anthony has a younger sister who's a superstar. Limutan niya. So, nung na-meet niya ako, sabi ko, so nung na-meet mo ako, sabi mo, ay, ang ganda. Nag-asuma. So, ayun, the rest is history.
Last question about this. What year is this? I'm a historian. I love years and trivia. Anong year to?
2010, March. March 2010. March
It's my birthday month.
27. Oh, 'di ba? Ang first
Te,
month natin.
kaka-18 ko pa lang. Mukhang napunta sa iyo yung biyaya, my birthday.
Oh, 'di ba?
Pero no, seriously, thank you for sharing. I'm really touched that you could trust me with your meet cute story. But I want to fast forward a little bit now to Tootsie 2.0. You came out with this single. You've called this chapter Tootsie 2.0. What ignited this? What ignited this reinvention, and why now?
I felt I had unfinished business because I left at the peak of my career. Actually, ako lalabas na album and hindi natuloy dahil nga I didn't agree with the direction. So I put a pause. Na-miss ko talaga. Became active nung 2022 when the knock on the door as Tutsi again came. I actually thought twice for a second naman. Go for it. And then pinag-isipan ko to before I release for almost 2 years. I really looked for the right music video director, the right songwriter, the right dancers, choreographer, because I knew I wanted something different. I wanted the world to see, what is that Tootsie? I
Yes.
want that reaction, like, what? The pasulyap-sulyap ka ba and all that. And that was my intention in my heart, I'm not done yet. And number two, I want to continue to inspire not just women, but men and pati yung mga besties, pati the gay na age is just a number one. Number two, you always have to reinvent yourself. I think that's what life is all about. Never stop
Yeah.
learning, never stop soul searching, because it could be next year, in the next 5 years, iba naman ang atake natin. So, ayun lang. And the story behind it is I felt I had so much unfinished business. I wanted to show the world there's more. I'm still here and there's more to
Yes.
give and there's more to show. There's more people to inspire and elevate.
Like
And truly
me.
my message, yeah, like you guys, and that, to never give up, and most importantly is just to shed light and positivity. I think what COVID did to the whole world, and humanity, for me, I took that as a reboot. Kumbaga ni-reboot lang yung computer na what matters,
Yeah.
to us. Yun lang talaga motivation ko. And I took that as a sign when Theory, the songwriter, he approached me 2025
Yes. I read
March.
your credits.
And I took that as a sign from God na gusto niya talaga, Meron pa lumalabas boys. And there's more to come, and life is too short. Like, I love music. Music is in my heart all the time. It's my passion. That's how I express myself as human. That's why I also love acting, being a villain, 'di ba? Lahat ng api sa akin, doon ko hinuhugot yung mga
Have you done a I just deviate a little bit from my question now, or topic. Have you done a contrabida role, or is Zenny your first,
no.
or offbeat?
So, I did twice. For some reason, I was always casted kontrabida. I think I'm an effective kontrabida. Oo. Maybe because I was bullied a lot. Siguro doon ko nakukuha yung hugot. Pero minsan gusto ko
Parang
din maging good girl.
I'm really thankful for this. I just have a few more questions. But again, thank you so much for this really, really beautiful, tell all exclusive, just kidding, exclusive interview with us. Because I feel like, again, when I was doing my research for the show to you, I also felt like parang ang dami pang, there were a lot of things that I felt like you hadn't been able to open up, and again, thank you for trusting me with this.
And
So going
thank
back
you.
to Tutti, Going back to Tootsie 2.0. So this is the part, this is my favorite part. So we're gonna read some of the comments from YouTube. Also, to before I do that, sorry, parang may pagka-ADHD, pero I also wanted to let you know na when we did our parang when you were teaching us how to do your dance. So
Mhm.
I was a dancer I was a dancer for 10 years before I parang anytime you were able to come back, bounce back, talagang na-touch ako po. Parang kaya ko pa
'Di
ba? Yes. Eh,
Love
salamat.
it. And me too. What a blessing.
No, that was. I was like, honestly, the whole time I was next to you, I was trying. I was just like, okay, I know you're a fan, but be respectful. Kasi ako po kapag when I fangirl, I'm not, thankfully, I'm not the one that's bombarding. Parang I go back to, makatao lang rin sila, di ba? Like, for me, kung ako, di ba, parang I'm shy. I just would like to be treated like respectfully. So, uh, pero actually, sorry, I keep deviating. I want to read the comment section and I would love to hear your thoughts in the end. So I'm going to read them, all of them, and feel free to answer because some of them needs answers now. Okay.
Mhm.
No more kaba because it's Tutsi. From kaba to full confidence. No to Tita Tutsi to yes, it's Tutsi. Seriously, it's Tutsi from the 90s. This is a banger. RuPaul lip sync went. So that was actually one of the ones that stood out to me, Ate, is Ate, how are we gonna do this? If there's anything I can do to help, how can we get it's Tutsi to be used for RuPaul's talagang baklang-bakla ang food production. The song, Kaya Nako as a Becky Lou. Last two. And also this one too, actually. I'm not sure if I've heard of this, but I'm sure you have. Eurovision Asia, please. There's quite a lot of requests
Wow.
for you to perform for Eurovision Asia with this track. And lastly,
Wow.
walang kupas. Walang kupas. So reading comments like these po, ate, what goes through your mind? Do you feel like people aren't just celebrating your comeback, they're celebrating you?
Yes, amen. Again, I am so grateful. Thank you for sharing that. And I think that's one of the reasons why I was motivated to do the comeback. Like reading the comments, walang kaba. They've seen the evolution of Tutsi Guevara. But again, through music, what I mean by that is through my music, yun talaga yung journey na gusto kong ipakita. Whatever we go through in life, dati kakaba-kaba, dati pasulyap-sulyap, tapos nabigo ka sa pag-ibig, nabigo ka sa
Dahil sa
buhay,
pag-ibig,
nang dahil sa
may
pag-ibig, 'di ba?
ano pa,
Na nga ba,
yes,
yung mga kanta ko, Mahal Ka Sa Akin, ka ba, Mr. Cookie?
yes.
But you know, life moves on, laban lang din ang sinasabi. And now this is a new era of Tutsi kasi woman na si Tutsi. Of all the life learnings, anong natutunan niya? Yan na siya ngayon. And sa ngayon ang purpose ko if you know with this is all for me the way I look at it. Lahat 'to galing sa kanya, blessing. Blessing 'yan eh. Grace, pinagpala niya 'yan eh. That is his will. So, to continue to motivate and inspire ang mga tao, mga beshi, kung talagang may focus ka at believe ka sa sarili mo and, may faith ka at mabuti kang tao, everything in life will come to you. Lahat ng pangarap mo ma-a-achieve mo. So, hearing that, comments, nakakatuwa ang akin, eh, ako instrumento lang ako, but I take that as a blessing from God kasi blessing niya yan, eh. He gave me grace na hanggang ngayon I can still sing, I can still dance, and sharing it to you, hearing you, how happy you are. Salamat.
Nagustuhan ko talaga yung interview ni Miss G, Bianca G, and you had just preempted, like this. I think this was like more than 6 months ago, like almost a year ago, right?
Yeah.
So any plans? Like what are like what's next after it's Tootsie? What can we expect from you with this with your music? At least in this way, your music comeback. What else are you working on musically?
Naku, madami. Right now, I'm in a process of making sure I don't overwhelm myself and my team. Kasi I'm
Yes.
very intentional. Ayoko yung sabog-sabog. You know, one step at a time. So, what they can expect I still have to maximize its Tutsi. Marami pa kaming plano when it comes to
Ang dami
promotion.
pa,
Dami
yes.
pa. And concert,
Honestly, hindi pa kayo nagsisimula. Parang hindi pa kayo nagsisimula.
hindi pa. Ano
You're
lang 'to,
starting here.
appetizer
Char!
lang.
Bella.
Oo, 'di ba? Appetizer pa
Oh,
lang tayo, ay nabusog na. More 'di ba? So, concert here, tour at saka Philippines. And most importantly, may Nurse the Dead tayong susunod, season 2,
yes,
I'm manifesting. And then meron pa
yes.
akong dalawang 2 new single. There's so many right now and I'm just taking it day by day. And at the same time, I still have my Emma Monaco job that I Kim Tutsi 2.0, what inspired me. I was actually at Mark Labella's it was an event for Make Your Mark. I was one of the trailblazers. And the composer, the singer-songwriter of It's Tutsi, Theory, is based in New York, was there. And he approached me because I was really searching for the right songwriter and he just
Oh,
showed up.
yes.
You see that? So the point I was getting at is,
Na-manifest nyo, te.
lahat galing sa Diyos. Sabi ko, God, parang may purpose pa ako. Give me signs. So he showed me all the signs. And then, ayun na, the rest is history. So, ayun, I'm just so happy then to hear na you like what I and my team have created. Kasi talagang pinag-isipan namin niya, pati sa creative consultant po, yung ginamit ko, si Chris Clark. He was with me when I was with, and I'm still with Arnold Vegafria. ALV is still my global talent management. So, ayun, yun yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina bago na lobat si Bak.
Before we talk a little bit about Nurse Dead and wrap up this interview, I also, actually, please share this with us, ate. So you are a Grammy
Grammy
contender, but
contender.
pero gawin na lang nating EGOT. Manifest natin yung EGOT. Kayo, EGOT
Yes.
status. But more than anything, can you please share our whole journey with being a Grammy contender?
It's very exciting. I think I one of the few 100% full-blown Filipino, not half. Sometimes I'm half Filipino, half Filipina. Charot. Anyway,
Chismis.
I know, yeah, na 100% Filipino as a Grammy contender. I felt so happy and proud and very grateful na napasama ako sa ganun na organization, And dahil malaking karangalan yan, Filipino OPM music coming from OPM, di ba? So na
Yes.
pumapasok ako sa ganyan. That's why the feeling is very ecstatic, is very exciting. Kaya naman, I'm very hopeful and motivated to continue. This is just a start. So I'm hoping the community and our fellow Filipinos would continue to support our own. So I'm glad to see na ngayon meron na tayong P-pop, di ba? Malay mo ako ang female Filipino version ni Shakira, J-Lo, or Dua Lipa, di ba?
Actually, have one of my final questions. I have a little rapid fire questions, and I think you might like it. So let's finally jump into Nurse the Dead, since we've had a lot of Nurse the Dead seemingly, moments. I know you shared a bit about it, but yeah, I mean, I think we can just take this opportunity at it to just talk about your overall experience with Nurse the Dead. How was it like being back? How did you tap into Zenny? How was it like working with me? No, I'm just kidding. How was it like working with the veteran actresses?
I enjoyed the entire process because I missed acting so much. Everyone does not know that I actually love acting. Sometimes even more so in singing. Kaya lang dahil breadwinner ako
Yeah.
ng family noon, mas mabilis ang pera pumasok kasi pwede akong
Singing.
kumanta ng 3 beses sa isang araw, bayad ako 3 beses. But as an actor, nakatenga ka sa isang set the whole day, minsan the whole 2 days. So, the point I'm
Yes.
getting at, that's why when this opportunity came, si Direk Mark, sila Direk West, naku, tuwan-tuwa ako. Tapos nung binigay yung script, I was actually supposed to be Camille, yung role ni Princess Ponsalan.
Yes.
Which
And then
gusto ko din yun.
Jalen. And then
Oo,
Jalen was
it's
supposed to be you.
Yes. I know.
Tapos ako dapat si Noah.
Correct.
Love you, love you. Tapos si Jeline yung wardrobe supervisor, char, bilang alternate universe. Baka mas nakakatakot yan kung ako sino naging the dead.
Akala ko di alive. Uy, behave tayo.
Oo.
May
Right now, I,
chismis nila alam si Tutsik Guevara bakla talaga, bakla ng taon. Sa totoo
no,
lang.
but I
Hindi
love this.
nga. I love
know, I-
working sa set. Ikaw ang sa totoo lang ha. Hindi
Ay,
dahil sa
pag mo ako
magkakilala
i-etchos,
tayo.
Tego.
Hindi kita ini-etchos kasi alam mo yan. Nung panahon ko, minsan yung mga production, sila pa may attitude kasi sa artista. Girl, alam mo yan. Di ba kami mga artista, minsan ang experience ko doon,
Ramdam ko, to be honest, I was constrained because you know what? I think I was constrained kasi katulad nyo, may, you know what I mean? Like, it's easier to like negative output, diba? Yung input output.
yes.
Ang daming, sabi ko, no matter what happens, and I'm open about this too. I almost quit. I literally almost left my first day. And long story short, I'm glad I didn't. But it was a very conscious effort to be rooted in who I am because if all else fails, in the back of my mind, I didn't think I was gonna be back. So sabi ko, maging mabait na kahit hindi ko pa alam yung trabaho ko. Maging mabait na
na attitude, talagang humility. Kaya nagustuhan ko sa'yo kasi napansin ko, nag-iisa ka lang, ang dami namin. So I totally get it. But again, in answer to your question, kaya masaya ako sa set for whatever reason. Lahat actually ng prod team, it can be very stressful talaga, even as an actor.
Yeah.
Kaya lahat kayo, for whatever reason, mabait, humble, at saka lahat team player. Napansin ko, okay, lighting, kahit hindi ka lighting, may tutulong, may sasalo.
Yes.
Kumbaga yung talagang makikita mo yung pagmamahal sa set. And I think I'd like
Sa
to think,
craft.
sinabi, I will give this back and credit Direct Mark. Kasi ako naniniwala, Adrian, sa lahat ng organization, whether entertainment, sa trabaho ko, kahit sa household, ang refleksyon ng leader, tayo mga anak niya eh. Kumbaga, ang magulang natin dito sa project, si Direct Mark, tapos si Drea, tapos si Wes. Kung silang tatlo, hindi si Chef Marvs. So yan yung mga, what I'm saying, yung mga lead ng mga head ng production, yung mga pangalan binanggit natin, yun ang big boss natin eh. And then we
Yes.
follow under their environment,
We follow
leadership, and
suit.
culture. Correct. So kung sila hindi maayos, di ba? If their heart and minds are not in the right place, so ganun din tayo, di ba? Kaya di ba may sinasabi pa may Filipino, for even sa other culture na the fruit doesn't fall far off from the tree. Di ba? Tayo ang bunga nila direct. Kita mo napakasarap nila kasama, di ba? Kahit busy, kahit stressful,
Kahit
marespeto
may mga
silang
multo
tao.
na. Or as far as I know, I didn't quit. Kahit mga multo, di ba hindi tayo, walang nagpasita.
Yes, saka tayo mga actor, kung napansin ko din, kami from si Jeline, si Ruby, ako, si Miss Gigi, pati sila Pablo, si Princess. Alam mo, kung napansin mo din, lahat kami may pagmamahal eh. Ramdam ko
Yeah.
yon. So yung nakikita tayo
And I
sa red
felt it.
carpet, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang, again, in going back, masasabi ko lang, blessed tayo. Blessed tayo ni Lord sa set.
Yes.
Kasi,
Most especially haunted yung
well, that's why it's Nurse the Dead. It's like, lahat sa lahat ng, I mean, in any hospitals, I do believe there's always energy. Kasi hospital, may namamatay.
that is true. Yes, that is true. It's a place.
You know,
It's a place where
maraming input, output ang hospital kasi may nanganganak.
yes,
At may mamamatay,
may input
you know.
output.
So, at maraming energy, tapos nag-acting pa tayo. So, but yeah, in a nutshell, I think kasi we are so blessed as set, parang we were brought together for a reason and for a purpose. At ibabalik ko kung sino man ang nag-isip, kasi it started with a seed sa puso at isip ni Direct Mark, di ba? Sa kanya nang galing yung concept eh. So, I think talagang ang masasabi ko lang, pagka talagang mabuti kang tao, lahat ng, if you're coming from a good place, ipe-bless ka ni Lord. Mo, they brought you, lahat tayo pinagsama-sama, di ba? So, I think, you know, that's a huge blessing. So, kaya ang hope ko talaga sa manonood din sa iyong podcast na ito at nakikinig. Sana po supportahan nyo, help us promote more ang Nurse the Dead. In that way, magkaroon tayo ng marami pang season. Para marami pa tayong mapasayang Pilipino sa buong mundo.
Yes, o mapaiyak, matakot,
Correct.
mag-reflect lahat na.
Well, Nurse the Dead is still out on I Want, and it's Tootsie. It's out on Spotify, iTunes. Don't forget, di ba?
Yes. Okay. So the last few set of questions that I have, and again, thank you for being on the show with us. So the secret. So when I look at your life, I see someone who's found success in complete different chapters, right? Music, family, corporate America, and now acting again. What's been your secret to thriving in every seasons of your life, no matter how hard or impossible it may have?
Number one, faith in God. No matter what happens, it's not very easy. Every day is not always bed of roses. So I think I've taught and I'm still teaching myself. Whether you wake up thinking you're stressed out or you have many worries, it's okay to feel that. But I think regardless of where we are in our lives in any day, in any season, always be grateful. The fact that we woke up, that's always my sign, nagising pa ako. Hindi pa ako tapos, 'di ba? Meron pang purpose si God sa akin. And then now I'm transitioning my mind, the shift to why is this happening before kasi why is this happening to me and I get upset like I think I was wrong in always expecting na dapat ang life lagi good times. I have to accept and still accepting our lives shouldn't always be sunny. That's why it's called life. What matters is the journey, you know? So I think as long as there's really no secret, I think what I always just live by is first, always be grateful in whatever outcomes, whether you're having a great day, whether you're having a bad day. Number two, as long as you know in your heart and in your mind that what you put out is always positive and good, wala kang itinatanim na masama or gumagawa ng kasamaan or you don't lie, cheat, and steal towards others, that's really, it's not even a secret. Yun lang talaga is very basic. Be grateful, find opportunities to maximize your full potential, your talents in exchange in creating, making money out of it, right? Whether it's singing, dancing, acting. And at the end of the day, understand your whys. Ask yourself why, how, what. Yun eh. I will end it with what are my hopes, my dreams, you know? And then don't compare. Yun ang problem kasi ng humanity is like they look at themselves and they quickly go to the right and to the left, the back. They're not so they get derailed and not focus on themselves. Like go inward. I always say that. Go inward all the time. Ask yourself, if something's bothering you, go deeper. Why is it
Yes.
bothering me? What is this teaching me? How can I be better? How can I help
Yes.
more? You know, how can I not be so jealous of Adrian?
Parang feel ko may slight truth diyan po ate, pero hindi ko na in-entertain. I'm too busy getting my life
All
together, if I'm being
busy.
honest.
Agree. All of us are busy. So, ayan lang, there's really no secret. I think ayusin muna natin ang sarili natin. Everything comes from God, our strength, right? Our health. And our job is to, I'm not
Yes,
saying
ma'am.
I'm not saying that just pray and you'll be healthy. No, we have to do the hard work, right? So we pray for
Yes.
wealth, but the money's not gonna come down from the tree.
Yes.
We
You
have
show
to
up,
work.
you have to meet him halfway. Yeah,
Correct, ganun lang.
show
And
up.
then
Yeah.
repeat. Yun lang naman ang mantra ko sa buhay is like, maximize everywhere your opportunity. Basta kaya mo. And I don't like the word, I can't. I don't like those words. My son knows. When we're much younger, I can't. Oh, they would hear, I never raised my voice. But when I hear that, I said, I don't like that word. Never say you cannot. And then always be grateful, be happy, lagi ka dapat positive at tumulong sa kapwa. Yun lang naman, and at the end of the day, mahalin ang sarili, love yourself first, at maging mabuti
Yes.
tayong tao. And the rest is history.
So before I ask you the final question, I just want to do some quick rapid fire questions. So are you ready or are you ready?
Born ready.
I haven't done this. I used to do rapid fire questions when I started the show.
Gusto
So
ko
I'm
yan.
bringing it back. I'm bringing this back for you. And Tootsie, Miss Tootsie, Ate Tootsie, which one?
It's Tootsie.
Song you'll never get tired of singing.
When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? Gan-
I love this question. Dream collaboration as Tootsie 2.0.
That's a tough question. Filipina girl power, I want to start with Bini. Bini and Tootsie G.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of the society doesn't know I can dance. Kasi again, I
yes,
focused on the pop ballad, yung mga
singing.
heartache song. Hindi nila alam na, yes! Kaya may ganun-ganon kasi pag kumakanta ako kasi talaga mahilig ako sumayaw. Do you
Ganon,
know the
may
story of Kaba? Recording ko, umi-emote si bakla, gumaganyan ako, girl.
gumagano.
Kaya sabi ni Tito Benny, bakit hindi mo gawin yan habang kumakanta ka? Sabi ko, ha? Yung ganito, yung ganyan-ganyan? Sabi niya, oo, yung ganyan, bakla ka. Sabi ko, oh sige, sabi mo eh. That's how it all started. Dream ko yan, tapos Backstreet Boys and Spice Girls. Could you imagine? Oh my God, to see G with Spice Girls. So, tell me what I want.
So Tootsie G, dream concert venue.
Oh my God. Dito sa US, I would say Sphere.
Saan yun? Las Vegas.
Kasi all digital, yung parang globe siya, di ba? Parang very
This
futuristic.
what it's called, yung globe sa
The Sphere. I think, and sa Philippines, madami baka MOA Arena, o di ba? In the future. You'll never know. Hindi pa kasi umalis ako sa Philippines, wala pang MOA. Ngayon, NOAA lang.
Yes, NOAA for now, pero in the future for Tootsie G. Ayun. 2 more questions. Favorite Nurse the Dead memory.
Oh my God, I think my favorite Nurse the Dead memory was, I think it was my first shoot, yung scene, it was a very demanding na. Yung nasa nurse's station, kasi may timing, pati paglakad, parang sumasayaw ako. Diba?
Oh,
that's
yung intro niyo
before
ba?
yung contest. No, madami kasi akong favorite. Pero the first one yung nasa nurse's station ako na I was schooling them that if they lose, nothing changes. Oh, diba? Parang,
just, yes. Episode 3, ayun, yes. Tapos may kunot kayo na
silang lahat.
may kunot kayo na parang gumagano. Sabi ko, I think I honestly, I definitely didn't see that because I was in the dressing room the whole time. Nagre-ready o nagtatago. Okay. Last
So,
question.
ayun.
3 words that describe Tootsie 2.0.
3 words, warrior, queen with a heart. So a warrior and a queen that leads with a heart.
And that is Tootsie
2.0.
Before we have you promote all things Nurse the Dead, all things Tootsie 2.0, my final and closing question for you is, and again, talagang maraming salamat sa parang naging Japanese. Maraming salamat po sa itong karangalan na interview kayo po. Salamat po.
Walang anuman. Thank you din.
And that final question is, what is the legacy that you would like to leave behind?
That women should not be taken for granted in all aspects, whether it's in a career, in family, and society. The legacy that I'd like to leave first to my kids is that nothing in life is impossible. That's number 1. You're born with a gift or gifts. Identify and utilize it for the good, not only for yourself, but for the good of the society and maybe the whole world. But yun kasi, lead your life with purpose, with intention, and accountability. Na as a woman, you can both combine being feminine, but yet firm and courageous to manage not only your husband and your family and children, being a nurturer, but also making a mark in the world that as a woman, we carry a lot of unspoken responsibilities. And that's the part I want to emphasize. It's not easy to be a career woman. If you choose to be a career woman, it's not a very easy task. But at the end of the day, I think in life, if you are the chosen one and you're born with a purpose and you have a gift that you wanted to, pursue to make a difference, or if it makes you happy, or just to find purpose, that's the life that I'd like to leave and legacy sa mga anak ko at sa mga tao. na ang buhay natin dapat ay hindi sayangin. Kung meron mang challenges or I don't want to say the word failure, but honestly, if a person did not experience any pain or failure, I think that's not life, because what do you learn
They didn't
from?
try.
Correct, you didn't. Kung hindi ka nabigo sa pag-ibig man o sa negosyo or whatever, that means you're not living your life. So again, to live a purposeful and meaningful life, you have to get out there. That's why when you asked me earlier, 3 words, what is Tutsi 2.0? It's the warrior. Be a warrior. Be courageous. Be brave. Go out and face the world without the pie, with the belief of making sure you still remain good inside, right? Because minsan when money comes, you become greedy, right? When projects comes, you become
You
right?
feel
What I'm saying is, yun yung legacy na gustong iwan sa mga anak ko, and hopefully in the younger generation and my peers, na in life, in a nutshell, again, is be who you are, find yourself, know your worth, and develop that, and find meaning and purpose and intention sa lahat ng ginagawa mo sa buhay. Always end and start your day with clean heart, clean mind, and the rest will come, and blessings will come. So that's it. I hope I was able to share what matters to me, and I hope the legacy that I leave for my children and sa society. Ayun lang.
Ay, thank you po. Papakita ko 'to sa magulang ko at sabihin ko po, "Eto na po yung peace offering ko, okey na ba tayo? Successful na ba?" Char! Pero
Naman,
kasi
you
but
are.
by
You are
I
so
saw
good
mo
at what you do.
thank you.
Keep
Pero ate, where can people find you? Please promote your newest and latest single, Nurse Dead, and where can people follow you?
Yes, they can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, and also my iTunes. My song, the brand new single, It's Tootsie, is available on Spotify and iTunes. And I also have a YouTube channel, and I also have TikTok. So those four: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Tootsie Guevara. And then again, my song is out. You can download it and purchase it on iTunes and Spotify. So that's where you can find me. And on I Want, Nurse the Dead, as Zenny.
Te unstoppable kayo lahat ng social medias, may streaming. So, yeah, again, we're so speechless ako, but I'm really, really happy that you decided to come back. Kasi parang when I saw your music video, I'm sure it's not just me, but a lot of us were watching you feeling like if she could come back, we can also come back too. So on that note, Ate, again, thank you so much. And this is Soul Supremacy, where we talked about all things unapologetic, all things passion and in pursuit of. And again, maraming at daghang salamat sa inyo po for being on our show. It's truly a dream come true, a bucket list check. Then see you next week for another episode.
See ya. Bye.
That's a cut.